Rich Minds, what's up? Welcome back to your channel, The Rich Mind. Mind rich, तो हम rich. So before we begin, I want you to make sure that you follow me on Instagram and Twitter for more rich content. So apparently I get a lot of DMs from you guys saying that you find it very difficult to find stocks to trade. So generally what happens is a normal trader, he goes and finds some screener and then shortlists the stock based on that screener, adds some indicators and oscillators to that stock, and when the signal comes they trade. So in this way what happens is the indicators and oscillators give many signals. So you will end up trading 10, 20, even 30 trades per day. In that way you will only profit your broker and not yourself in the long run. So what I would suggest is I am going to show you how I find my stocks to trade. So I am going to share my own personal trading ideas for the next couple of days, for the few weeks ahead. And a short disclaimer here, I am not giving you tips to trade. So if you're going to use these trading ideas, use them at your own discretion. And let's get onto the screen now and check my trading ideas. Alright, so before we begin, I want you to know that I am not endorsing against use of scanners or top gainer, top loser list, but what I personally prefer is having a solid price pattern or price action supporting our view of that particular trade. I rely heavily on price patterns, so let's see. So this first stock which I have shortlisted is Axis Bank. Axis Bank was trading between this channel and at the end it is showing contraction and volatility, and it has broken this trend line. So it has not broken it heavily, so I would want this to show a good strong Marubozu candle or momentum play over here on towards the downward side. And once you get that, you can probably book a target in this region. So I am short on Axis Bank for the next few days because it has broken this trend line. Let's see our next pick. My next pick is Bajaj Finserv. So Bajaj Finserv is a beautiful down flag. Here is our pole, and this is the flag where we see contraction in the trading play, and the volatility is reduced. So this is a beautiful down flag, and the last candle has given a breakdown in this trend line. So what I'm expecting is Bajaj Finserv to go down, and how much it can go down is basically the length of the pole. It can go down this much, but I will not stay in this trade for this long, because this, as you can see in this measurement over here, it has taken 32 days for it to fall. So I am not going to short it in futures. I am going to preferably short it in intraday. So whenever I get a good shorting opportunity in intraday in Bajaj Finserv, I am definitely going to take this bearish down flag pattern and trade in Bajaj Finserv. Let's see our next pick. So our next pick is Cummins India. Now Cummins India is a very beautiful stock. It was oversold and then it took off from here, but as you can see, the rate of acceleration in this uptrend was very high, more than 70 degrees, I suppose, this first trend line, and it obviously couldn't sustain that high rate of acceleration. It is now shown deceleration in its uptrend, and it has broken that trend line heavily. So I would expect profit booking in Cummins India in the coming days, and if I get good shorting opportunity, but I will not I am not expecting this stock to go very down because it is in a oversold region. so I am not expecting it to fall a lot, but at least okay, so it has fallen from 38.2, it is already coming near 23% retracement. So intraday trade would be a good trade in Cummins India to short whenever I get a good opportunity in Cummins India. My next pick would be Glenmark, and Glenmark, there is not a specific pattern in Glenmark, but Glenmark has shown a huge gravestone doji over here. For those of you who don't know what a gravestone doji pattern is, gravestone doji means the sellers are in huge control over the buyers, and it shows a very high sign of bearishness. And not only that, it is not only bearish this pattern, but it is getting resistance from this area. So if I get another confirmation, I will definitely go short on Glenmark. Okay, so my next trade is HDFC Life. HDFC Life is a beautiful trade because it has broken this trend line, and not only it has broken this trend line, the sellers are in huge control over the buyers, and the stock is also gapping down. So I would like to go short in HDFC Life. And of course, for intraday, generally I do not short in the futures, and you cannot, by the way, short the stocks in delivery. And by delivery is what I mean is you cannot short the stock for overnight, for multiple days. So you can only short the stock in future, otherwise the exchange will charge you a hefty penalty if you are shorting stocks in delivery, because you have to deliver the stocks to the buyer which you have traded with in a couple of days. So my next pick is Infratel. I like this trade. It is a very good pattern because as you can see, the stock has sharply fallen from here. It's a very good pole, and down flag has formed over here, and it has broken that trend line. It has decelerated, and not only it has decelerated, like I'll show you what I mean. So it has broken this trend line. It is now decelerating, and not only it is decelerating, but it has also broken that trend line as well. So I'm expecting a good shorting opportunity in Infratel, and the price target I would keep it like here. So let's see, LT. Again, LT is in a good selling off zone. LT has been falling from last few days, and I don't see the buyers having any control whatsoever in LT, but I don't expect much returns as the volatility is shrinking in LT. But I'm expecting that the volatility in LT may rise soon, because the volatility is cyclic. It goes up and down, it doesn't stay down for very long, and that is why flag pattern trades are so good, because the volatility shrinks, and then with a breakout the volatility suddenly increases. National Aluminium is a very good trade. Now here I'll tell you what I mean by shrinking of volatility. So the stock is in downtrend, and it tried to gain some momentum on the upward side, but as you can see, it is facing resistance on this level, and then the stock has fallen. And not only it has fallen, but it has fallen with the increase in volatility. By that I mean the candle over here is of large size compared to the others are all very small, and hence the volatility is increased. So National Aluminium is a very good trade for the next few days. Naukri.com is another good trade, but Naukri.com I would not like to short it immediately. I would like to get some more momentum by the sellers in this stock, simply because when this stock was rising, it had good momentum on the buying side and less momentum on the selling side. The volatility was less with the sellers and more with the buyers.
So it might happen that this stock would just retrace, like decelerate for a while and just carry on its upward move. So I will play wait and watch with Naukri.com. By the way, the name of the stock is InfoEdge. It is the parent company of Naukri.com. Oh my god, I guess I deleted Pidilite India. Let's Pidilite India. Sorry, Pidilite Industries. Okay, so Pidilite Industries, yeah. So Pidilite Industries is showing an evening star here. Okay, Pidilite Industries is showing a evening star. Star is a very strong bearish pattern. But the problem with Pidilite India is that the volatility is very huge on both directions, so you'll have to play with a wider stop loss, otherwise it might get triggered very soon. So be careful with Pidilite India. Okay, so the next stock is Ramco Cement, and Ramco Cement looks like a safe trade to me. The stock has been climbing for almost 8 to 9 days, and then it has broken with strong momentum. So Ramco Cement looks like a good trade to me. Okay, so here is an excellent trade, SRF. SRF looks like a perfect bull flag or an up flag for me, because this is the flag of the, it has taken a very fast momentum towards the upward direction and then consolidated, because obviously the traders would like to book their profits here, but then it has broken this range out and then now it has retraced. So this is a fantastic time to buy SRF, go long in SRF, provided it holds this line as resistance, because if it breaks this line then it might again go into a consolidation. So make sure SRF is holding this line, is this trend line as its support, and then you can definitely go long in SRF. So this is how you select the stocks for trading. You just do not randomly buy and sell any stock, especially depending on the indicators and oscillators. Otherwise, as I said, you might end up over trading, and even if you get right on a few stocks, it would just happen that you got lucky and there is no particular science or art behind what you're trading. So make sure you follow the price patterns in a right way, and only trade the stocks which are giving you an opportunity on the charts and not using the indicators only. So that's it for today.
So you, my loyal rich minds who have survived this video so far, I want you to give this video a big fat thumbs up and comment down below your suggestions, your critiques. Please use this quarantine time, share this video with your friends and family who are looking to get into the trading world, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Your support means a lot to me, and also ring that little bell icon over there so that you'll get notified as soon as I post my new video. Till then, mind rich, to hum rich.
Chucky got the sauce.